To you Leos out here. So you Leos actually have um the Seven of Cups, the Five of Cups, and then you Leos have the Seven of Wands. So for you Leos, um, there's a sense of you Leos wishing that you never would have wasted your time. Um, you Leos wish that you would have essentially knew the knowledge that you have now earlier, way earlier in your life, from the life lessons. Because if you did, you would have stayed away from like these groups. You would have stayed away from a lot of the so-called friends that you Leos would essentially go on to be betrayed by, or associates. Because even if you Leos can be team players, it doesn't mean that other people are. You know, thus the betrayals. And see, the Seven of Wands is about how, and because they looking at you like you Leos owe them something, right? The ones that get petty and betray you and all of that. So the situation with that is you Leos understand that once again, you wish that you would have known this, because all of this that they up to, and then you have again Page of Swords. They look to betray you and all of that, right? First they work with you like they cool, and then the next thing you know, it's like they seem to have a problem with you for real. You don't know where exactly it is that they're going with this, what they're coming from, why they talking like this. But all it is that you Leos know is that now all of a sudden they don't like you, they don't rock with you, and you don't necessarily even know why. And they seem to, like I said, they seem to have this issue with you and all of that. So now you Leos are now kind of, you know, off. You kind of off balanced in a sense that now you Leos don't know what it is that you doing because of the lack of understanding that you have, because you Leos thought that you were cool with this person. Now you realize that you're not. All of a sudden, just like that, all of a sudden paradigm shifted. And again, you Leos just wish that you would have known what it is that you would have known way back then. Your life would have changed and turned out, as far as your life would be drastically different. One of the things that you Leos would do is you would be more of a loner. But I also understand it though. Like, I get it though. You Leos, I get it. You Leos, you wanted friends. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, everybody wants friends. Everybody wants a big group of people that love them as well as they love that big group, right? But it just doesn't turn out that way sometimes or often, right? And so I want you Leos to understand that don't go down memory lane too much, because a lot of you are kind of thinking about where your life would be if you didn't do certain things. And to be honest with you, if you Leos have little ones, teach that to your little ones, truth be told. Teach those life lessons to your little ones and have that ingrained in them so that they don't have to waste the time like you did or what you think that you did in order to get to where it is that you are now. They have an earlier start than you do, right? And so you have the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles right here speaks to how and so, but you Leos are definitely in a better position because you don't care about any of that stuff anymore. You don't care about having to fit in. You Leos don't care about having to look for friends and seek friends. You Leos don't care about that stuff. Now you Leos are essentially going to just do your own thing as loners, because the Knight of Pentacles is not just about moving forward financially, but it's also about not caring, right? Not really caring, moving forward emotionally and caring less, right? So there's a sense, like I said, you care less about the things that you used to do because you Leos, essentially, you got the message. All this friends and all this other type of stuff, and I've talked about it many a times myself too, that having friends that ain't even real like that is lame. It's a blight. It's not really doing you really any kind of favors. And people would be like, well, how you feel this way? Because it's the truth. Because of how fickle a lot of people really want to be. They want to be fickle. They want to be fickle. They want to be dysfunctional. They want to be that way. And so because they want to be this way, right? They want to be this way, right? There's nothing essentially that you can do with that. And so you have the Six of Pentacles, the Temperance, and then you Leos also have the Seven of Pentacles. So these three cards, right? Now that you have moved on because you got the lessons, you got the message, the Page of Pentacles represents you upholding what is important to you. So there's a lot of, I get there's a lot of self-reflection that's going, that's ironic, the sun. But anyway, there's a lot of self-reflection that's going on with you Leos, where it's like, you wish that you would have known X, Y, and Z a lot sooner, because if you did, you wouldn't waste your time doing this. This is what you would do different. This, you know what I mean? And then you have the Temperance, which is, but you realize, like it is, I was just saying a few minutes ago, there's no point in you Leos in being so upset about it now. It's already time essentially that has passed. There's nothing that you can do. You can't time travel, right? In the past. You can time travel to the future by living, but you can't time travel to the past to actually change that stuff. And so you realize that you just have to, you have to utilize what it is that you know now. Don't be upset, but just use what it is that you know now. And then you have the Seven of Pentacles. And the seven of Pentacles speaks to how you Leos are just building what it is that you need to build now. You have the knowledge, just utilize the knowledge that you need to gain right now. And then you have the Devil card and the Sun card, right? Like I said, becoming as sly as the devil, a lot of you Leos are, right? Ooh, I'm throwing up the horns. Ooh, you know, you're going to get some goofies. Ooh, booga, 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 booga. You know, for the superstitious ones out there. But what I'm trying to say here with that is that a lot of you Leos, you're just learning how things happen, how the world turns, how it moves, how it operates. You're noticing patterns, right? You're noticing the world does this. So because you realize that it does this, you're able to interrupt or disrupt it, right? Make it your own, change it to a certain extent, make it your own. And how you're able to do that is, like I said, is by the knowledge that you Leos have essentially attained. And then you have the Sun card, which represents Leo, right? So you're doing your Leo thing. You are being scientific. You are being who you being who you are. I said it right. Being who you are. So let's clarify the Temperance. Three of Cups, Four of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, Three of Pentacles, and then you have the Hermit to clarify the Temperance. And these three cards right here represent how you Leos, right? Again, because I see that you Leos understand that this is a world where a lot of people are not looking to give you any, or really, they don't have respect for a lot of other people. So there's a sense of people aren't really looking to actually give a fair exchange with somebody. They're not really willing to be fair about this. What they're trying to do is they just trying to essentially get whatever it is that they can get based upon, you know, greed or whatever else, right? Gluttony or whatever else. And a lot of you Leos are realizing that, you know, This really got people caught up. And so the Four of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups speaks to how, but you Leos are going to do it differently because you're going to be fair and square, because you Leos, you want to be different. You see the value in being fair and square, and you don't want anybody to come being upset looking for you due to the fact that, you know, you didn't really give them a fair exchange, and now they're really quite upset about that. You know, so there's a sense of, so overall for you Leos, there's a serious sense of you Leos wanting to get to where it is that you want to go, and doing things in the way that you engage with other people. You are engaging with them justly, fairly. There's justice. There's a sense of justice with you. There's a sense of uprightness with you, right? Patience, all of that stuff. And obviously, of course, your patience has its ending and all of that, right? You're not a punk. But what I'm trying to say is that you Leos understand that you're not going to try to use certain things to your advantage and get way more and try to go for the 90-10 ratio, where it's like you're putting in 10% of the work and essentially you're letting another person do 90% while trying to convince them that it's 50% that you're putting in. And it's like, and then you have the Three of Pentacles and the Hermit. And these two cards is about how, and, you know, if they try to do that for you, then you Leos will not engage with them. You're not going to sign on any contracts. You're not going to sign your name, anything. Everybody got to give you a fair exchange. It's not optional. They got to give you a fair exchange, because if they really want you around as an employee, then essentially pay you more, give you a raise. Are you really getting a fair distribution of funds? You know what I mean? Are you getting a fair wage? You feel what I'm saying? In contracts, are you Leos really getting a fair exchange? So now there's a sense of you Leos reading it, right? And like I said, you may want to learn law. So let's clarify the Devil card. Ten of Swords, Six of Cups, Devil card, Seven of Cups, and then you have the Tower to clarify the Devil. There's also a sense of, again, because of you Leos, again, same thing with Virgo. They know that you Leos are doing something amazing, because you Leos do great work, right? You Leos, if you're working for a business, they know that you Leos give 150% when it comes to handling. I've seen Leos. I remember I went to my Leo's friend, my Leo friend's job. A lot of people don't know about that one. I never told that one. I don't think I've ever told that one in detail, if I did tell it. But I've known, like I said before, I've had a lot of Leo friends. Not absorbed. I ain't gonna say a lot, but I've had a few Leo friends. And I remember being at my Leo friend's job, stayed there for 6 hours. I must have stayed there for like 4 or 5 hours, fam. Chilling. That was my homie. Don't say that was my homie. That was my homie, fam. But I seen you Leos at work. I seen you Leos at work. Y'all hard workers, fam. Y'all don't even like being told what to do, but y'all will literally do it because y'all are hard workers. I've seen it in action, and that's my point. It's the same thing with Virgo. Y'all bring more value than what people are even willing to give, right? The point that I'm trying to make here is they're not even willing to give you something that's fair for the value that you bring in, right? To where, okay, maybe it's not necessarily every single thing, right? You know, your whole value, but they give you 60%, 70% of your total value, right? No, they sitting up here giving you 40% and below. And this is where you Leos are like, nah, this is what you are striving not to be yourselves. You are going to show people respect, but you're also going to go for your respect, because the Ten of Swords and the Six of Cups speaks to how, like it is, I said before, the calling, the ringing you back. Because what have I been saying, Leo? If, okay, you trash, okay, if you Leos are so trash, then why are these people calling you? Business wise and relationship wise. And then the Seven of Cups, and then you have the Tower card. You Leos have way more options on your hands than what they want you to know, and that's why they're calling you. You're in a lot better shape than what they want you to think you are. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to get the YouTube channel to over 100K. We're almost there. We're pushing there. We're almost at 17,000 subs. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos.